Hi, and welcome back to Thone's James Nibbles, number 42. Beware of Personal Favoritism, part 7 of 7. It's the final one. Our responsibility. Again, this comes from James chapter 2, verses 1 through 13. How we represent God. Well, now why is this in the Bible? It's in the Bible to teach us how to become good witnesses. If we are good witnesses, then we're going to represent God properly. And the communication is, basically, this is a list of advice items from James. The application to me. Here James exhorts his readers to the correct attitude. How do we do this? Number one, our beliefs should control our behavior. That is, we can't allow anger or some other human worldly emotion to change the way we behave. We should follow and control our behavior in the way that God wants us to, our beliefs. Number two, we should be a blessing to the poor. And not only the poor, but other looked down upon people. I mean, certainly poor is a good example, but elderly is another example of people who are often looked down upon. They're not worth anything anymore, right? Don't think so. The very fact that you're watching this, being spoken by a relatively elderly person, says that you don't believe it either. Number three, we should do a thorough self-investigation of our adherence to our doctrine before we accuse others of false doctrine. If we're living a false doctrine, then us pointing out that someone else is also living a false doctrine is of no value to anyone. They don't care, and you don't care. But if you are clearly living your doctrine, and it's not a false doctrine, then it may be that in certain cases we could help others find a good doctrine. Number four. We should live lives of love and mercy. And we're right back to the Ten Commandments practically here. I mean, love and mercy are two things that God shows us and that we're supposed to show others. Or the Sermon on the Mount also talks about love and mercy all the time. So we should live lives that contain those things. Those are the focus points of our lives. Number five, my hand. Recognize that the final judgment will be based on these behaviors. That is, the things that we're doing here relate not to our salvation. We're assuming here that we are already saved, but the final judgment, what our rewards will be in heaven, comes from the analysis by God in some fashion of those behaviors and how well we did them. God leads us with, live your beliefs. That's the only way one can hope to glorify God. If we don't live our beliefs, either our beliefs are wrong, which is true in some people's cases, no doubt, or else our dedication to the Lord is wrong. So live your beliefs. My response: Lord, thank you for guiding us in your way as we mature in our faith. His way, our faith. Those are keys. We'll talk to you next time.